All right, buddy, old pal. I think the only way to get you to really talk is to not ask for some money this time.
Do you know what this is?
It looks like a purse.
It is a purse.
I think I have something of yours in it.
Yeah, you forgot something in it.
Really? Oh, yes, so you do. And what do you know, my memory is suddenly much improved.
Well, what do you know?
I thought it might be.
Always works. So, how's about you tell me some more stuff?
Do you own this place?
Saturnalia? No, you gotta be kidding.
Who owns it?
I don't really know. Probably a whole group of people. For all I know, no one owns it, and it just keeps ticking over all on its own.
Is that likely?
Frankly, I don't really care. As long as I get paid, it's all the same to me.
Don't you have an inquisitive mind?
No. I find people with inquisitive minds don't live too long.
Does the word Azil mean anything to you?
I'm just a croupier.
Can you think of any reason that Mundy might have been hung upside down before he was killed?
I'm just a croupier.
Oh, come on, man, I bribed you. You gotta give me something.
Do you know a troll by the name of Malachite?
I don't think so.
I was told that I'd find a certain troll's body in the Salachi mausoleum. Only when I got there, it wasn't the right body. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
You went rooting around in the Salachi family mausoleum. Hey, leave me out of this, Luton.
You know a troll named Sapphire, don't you?
Don't you?
Yeah, I know Sapphire. She's a good customer. Always plays with cash. Never wins anything.
Never wins anything, eh?
Some trolls aren't born lucky, I guess.
Well, she sure seemed lucky.
She never wins?
She wins a little, but she always loses it again. She can't hold on to money. Few people can in this place. By the time she walks out the doors, she's always a loser.
Is there any chance she could have won big and you wouldn't know about it?
If she won it here, I'd know about it.
Interesting. So she didn't make her fortune here.
I reckon a lot of meetings must go on here.
I reckon so.
Anything interesting you can tell me about?
Sorry.
Any way I can make you less sorry?
Listen, Lowton. Saturnalia is home to but the one thing that folks can be sure...
Anything more you can tell me about Sapphire's losing streak?
What's to tell? That troll holds on to money like a drunken dwarf holds on to his temper.
Nice. That really paints a picture. So she never really won here. Never usually wins here.
Time to excuse myself from the table, I think. Hello again.
Luton!
Luton, do you want to say something else? Do you have anything else to add about Sapphire's losing streak?
Is your bad luck common knowledge?
Well, pretty much everyone knows I've got a losing streak.
Anyone else famous for their losing streak?
The Sapphire. She's not very lucky. Other than that, no one springs to mind.
Well, thank you very much. I am going to have a chat with our dear old Sapphire and have her tell us where she got the money from. At the Octarine Parrot. Oh, Sapphire.
I've got some more questions for you, Sapphire.
Spill the beans, girl.
Sapphire busy. Leave her alone.
Nope. Not gonna happen, sister. Now you tell me where you got that money from.
I know about your problems.
Problems?
The debts. The huge losses. You're struggling just to keep your head above water. I bet you've had to make all kinds of nasty compromises just to keep yourself going.
What you talking about?
Willis.
Who been saying such things about me?
Does it matter?
It mattered to Sapphire.
All right. I heard it from Whirl.
Whirl.
And he should know.
Huh. Whirl. He don't know everything goes on at Saturnalia.
I think he has a pretty front row seat, though.
So, you won a lot of money at the casino.
Yes. Already told ya.
So you did.
Big win.
Big win.
You won big at the casino, but no one at the casino seems to remember you winning.
And you'd think they'd remember something like that.
They lie.
All of them?
Sapphire won big.
Not there, though.
And this mysterious meeting as well. You say that had nothing to do with the money.
And yet money appeared.
Forget about meeting.
No.
Meeting not important.
Meeting very important.
Not important, eh? I think it is. I say you met with someone and they gave you the money. Someone who had something to hide. Someone who'd pay good money to keep it quiet. Who was it, Sapphire?
No one.
It wasn't no one who paid you, Sapphire. It was someone who was interested in me, wasn't it? Someone who didn't want me digging around after Therma. Why?
Why?
What's so important that someone would pay you to cover up for them? Who is it?
No one.
Spill the beans.
You'd better tell me, because I'm going to find out one way or another.
I'm an adventure game character. I will find out.
And if you don't tell me, when I find out who it is, I'll tell them you told me where to find them.
Oh, snap.
No. She'll kill me.
Who?
Who?
Who'd kill you?
Therma.
Dun dun dun.
It was Therma. I've been blackmailing Therma. She not want to be found.
Therma is still alive?
What?
Yeah?
Good.
Very good.
Arrange a meeting with her for me.
I wonder if Malachite wants to find her, just to kill her.
What?
You heard me. Face it, Sapphire, your little scam is broken. If you want me to keep quiet about your little windfall, you're going to have to fix a meeting with Therma for me.
Therma won't do it.
Well, you'd better make her do it, because otherwise I'm going to go straight to the Guild of Thieves, Burglars, and Allied Trades to tell them about you. They don't take kindly to unlicensed blackmail.
Oh, unlicensed blackmail.
You do that to me?
Look into my eyes and tell me if I'm bluffing.
Can we even see his eyes? That hat is really down there.
All right. Give me some time. I'll leave message at your office when it arranged.
Perfect.
I look forward to it. It's a pleasure doing business with you, Sapphire.
You're a cold one, Lieutenant.
Mr. Grinch,
Not as cold as you, I reckon.
we're both pretty chill.
I decided to leave Sapphire alone after that. I'd got what I wanted.
And she got money, so everybody's happy. What are you so glum about? So do I go to my office now, or does it take a while? Nothing on the floor, no one in here. So, it's pretty clear. The meeting has not been arranged yet. Let's talk to Malachite. I'm sure he'd like to know that Therma is indeed still alive. Oh, Malachite. Hey, dude.
Well, I'm back.
Can't I tell him about Therma? Everything about Sapphire is scratched out, and everything about the Therma case is scratched out. Huh. All right.
For a brief moment I considered, then I came to you.
Nope. No small talk. All right. I guess I'll talk to you when I actually do see Therma. What else to do?
I see Sir has returned.
Sir has returned indeed.
Sir has.
Who would Sir
Is the Count?
No.
No.
But he...
I've got a few more questions for you, Count.
Go.
Can you think of any reason that Mundy might have been hung upside down before he was killed?
Mr. Luton,
Does the word Azil mean anything to you?
Yes. Yes, I remember Azil. Azil. The mad Al-Khali of the Great Nef.
Of the Great Nef.
He rose to power before even the light dams of Sorka were completed. I remember he used to punish his detractors by burying them upside down in the sand. Do you know, I think he honestly believed they might grow into trees.
Well, I can see the reasoning behind it, except that they, weren't plants.
He was quite mad, you know. Quite
mad, yeah.
How long ago was this?
Oh, I don't know. A couple of 100 years ago, at least.
You seem to remember it like yesterday.
Are you a vampire?
I am an old man.
Are you an old vampire?
My memory plays tricks.
It doesn't seem to. Alright, so we learned more about the mythical Azil. Although, thinking about it, that Azil thing, I mean, not many people write an E in the shape of a 3, so I'm thinking it's a sort of backwards combination. But if you read it backwards as well, it spells Eliza, but it can also spell out some numbers, I guess. Although Eliza is more exciting. Alright, well, Count Boy. Count Boy? Wow. Goodbye. I wonder if the dude we met at the Temple of Small Gods can help us. He seemed really knowledgeable about just about every small religion. Maybe he can tell us more about the Great Nef. Malaclips.
I need your help again, Malaclips.
They'll all need my help sooner or later. They just don't know it yet.
That's right. They just don't know it yet, my friend.
Why was Mundy hung upside down when he was murdered? And why were his eyes poked out?
His body was offered up as a sacrifice to the creatures of the dungeon dimensions, the fetid obscenities from beyond time and space. Except errata caused them to get their rituals confused, otherwise the city would be crawling with hellspawn right now.
Hellspawn? Alright.
Does the word Azil mean anything to you?
Azil? Yes. He was an Al-Khali in the Great Nef a couple of centuries ago, involved in the Great Light Dam conspiracy, which culminated in the theft of 12 barrels of light from the sacred district.
Well, enough of that. Who else to question about this case? What about the bartender? Mankin.
Come to persecute me some more, Luton?
A little bit more.
The man's gotta have a hobby. I've been thinking hard about Mundy's death, and there's something that doesn't add up.
Oh, enthrall me with your erudite wisdom, great one.
I will.
When Mundy was killed, he was hanging from the ceiling, but when the watch turned up, he was on the ground.
Maybe the killer cut him down when he was dead.
I don't think so. I think that message was written by Mundy, and I don't think the killer saw him write it. Which means someone must have cut him down.
Mundy was cut down.
Somebody who was in that room cut Mundy down.
The bartender has stopped wiping the bar.
I don't think it was the killer, and I know it wasn't me.
What are you getting at?
You cut him down, didn't you?
You did, didn't you?
Why should I tell you?
Because you've told me already so much stuff.
I've already told you, I don't think the killer would have cut him down. Which means if you cut him down, you're in the clear.
All right, yeah, so I cut him down. Happy now?
Why?
Not everything has a reason, Luton.
I'm sure you had a reason, otherwise you'd just leave him there. And if you just cut him down out of compassion, well, you would have told the police.
But people can usually find reasons for what they do.
Yeah, what's your reason?
Well, draw your own conclusions.
My conclusion is that you had a reason.
I was missing something, but I couldn't see what.
Aha!
You cut down Mundy so you could search him, didn't you?
Aw, you thieved him.
What are you suggesting?
Nothing worse than the truth.
You stole from a corpse.
You're a liar and a thief.
A corpse thief. Well, not... You didn't steal the body. You just ran... You looted him. You're a looter.
What is it you want?
What have I got to do to get you to leave?
Always tell the truth.
Just give me what you found in Mundy's boot, and I'll leave you alone. Here. You want it? Have it. It's worthless anyway.
What is it?
What is it? How the hell should I know? Now, I kept my end of the bargain. You keep yours. Leave me alone. We'll see, Mencken.
We'll see what else I can pull out of you.
I figure I owe you at least one lie. Get out, Luton. In my own time. Mencken had given me a small coin, but it wasn't any type of coin I recognized. I guess I should be grateful to the half-elf for keeping the clue away from the watch. But frankly, I just didn't like the little weasel.
Dun-dun-dun-dun. So we have a coin.
The only time I saw Mundy, he was playing with this coin. A metallic flat disc with a square hole in the center. The coin had markings on one side that I couldn't read. It wasn't from any nation I'd ever heard of.
You'd think, I haven't seen Elsa since the casino incident. I would like two Conquerors to take a look at it. Huh. Interesting. Well, I'll see you later, Mencken, old buddy, old pal. Good friends. We're good friends now. I wanted to take a look at this message in blood again.
If I had an iconograph, I could have taken a picture of the message. But I didn't have one. And even if I did, there didn't seem much point. I didn't want to become too reliant on technology.
You know, if you look at it upside down, it does kind of form a number, except for the last one. It kind of says 3112V? Or 3712V. But it still kind of says Eliza backwards. Oh, Mundy. Someone should really, really remove your corpse. So who can we talk to about coins? Carlotta, maybe? She seems to know her stuff.
Does this coin mean anything to you?
Nothing springs to mind.
It was Mundy's.
It still doesn't mean anything to me.
Maybe Whirl or the other guy? They see a lot of coinage.
Can we talk?
Business is we can talk.
I had a feeling that Mundy's coin was important, and I wasn't about to show it to just anyone.
Okay.
Hello again.
Loot.
I had a...
So it's pretty exclusive. I'm pretty sure he doesn't want to talk to Nubby, or Nobby is his name, about the coin. So we have a few contenders. I would have gone for Ilsa, but I don't know where she is. Maybe she's in my office.
Somehow, I wasn't surprised to find Al-Khali waiting for me in my office.
What a surprise.
In my head was a list of suspects for killing Mundy, and Al-Khali had gone straight in at number 1.
Maybe because he's brandishing an axe.
Mr. Luton, I am so pleased to see you.
Not as pleased as I am.
The feeling's not mutual, Al-Khali. What do you want?
All in good time, Mr. Luton.
Why do I get a feeling that Al-Khali isn't your real name? It's not very... dwarfish.
My name is of little consequence, Mr. Luton. And the story of how I acquired it will have to wait for another time. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Now, why would you want to carry an axe?
To hack at people, Mr. Luton.
Oh.
An axe is the weapon of choice for a dwarf. You should know that.
I do know that. I would not like to be in its general direction, though.
Why kill me now? What's the point?
I'm not planning to kill you, Mr. Luton. I merely need the axe as a deterrent should you wish to try something foolish.
Foolish how?
I don't try foolish things. Sometimes they just happen.
Then I suggest you don't let them happen now.
When you've finished searching me, I know a nice restaurant we can go to.
So, you have been a busy man, Mr. Luton.
I think you'd better come with me.
Is there an alternative?
That would depend on how attached you are to your arms and legs,
I would like to continue to be very attached.
and how much you want them to remain attached to you.
I didn't know where Al-Khali was taking me, but I was now sure he wasn't going to kill me. He could have done that in my office, and it would have been days before anyone found the body. No, he wanted me for something. I just didn't know what. I don't know what I was expecting, but I wasn't expecting to be taken to see a troll. I've seen some unusual things in my life, but a troll and a dwarf working together? That was something else. Ankh-Morpork wasn't hot at that time of year, but the big troll was sitting back in a wicker chair being fanned. Smart. Out of the cold of the mountains, overheating of their silicon brains was the reason for the trademark stupidity of the trolls. I'd have to watch my step with this one. Al-Khali had a brief whispered conversation with the troll, but I couldn't make out what was said. At one point I thought I heard Al-Khali mention a coin from Sorta, but the rest was a mystery.
Okay.
Mr. Luton, so glad you could come and join us.
Wow, that's an awesome voice.
And so punctually, too. Yes, I know you were escorted by Mr. Al-Khali here, but the fact that you arrived on time shows that you didn't put up any show of resistance, which means you're intelligent enough to realize that we are not your enemies. And since we are not enemies, there is always the possibility that we might be friends. You are a quiet man?
No, I like to talk, but I like to dance, too. And the trick in both is knowing when to lead and when to follow.
Excellent, sir. Excellent. I distrust a quiet man. He generally picks the wrong time to talk and says the wrong things. A talking is something you cannot do judiciously unless you keep in practice. I'll tell you right out. I'm a troll who likes talking to people who like to talk.
What shall we talk about?
What indeed do friends talk about?
Most friendships don't start out with one of the friends being led around by an axe-wielding dwarf.
Yeah, it's an odd start to a friendship.
While we're at it, most people know the names of their friends.
Of course, how impolite of me. Mr. Al-Khali, I believe you already know, and my name is Jasper Horst. Perhaps you've heard of me.
I have a bad memory for names.
Remind me.
It gets me into a lot of trouble.
You have a bad attitude as well. That also gets you into trouble.
Now, Mr. Al-Khali. It doesn't do to slander a guest, especially one whom you hope to count among your friends.
Mr. Horst, huh? Jasper Horst. Let's chat.
So, if we're friends, I guess Al-Khali's warning about staying off the Mundy case was just a friendly warning.
Ah, straight to the point. I do admire a man who avoids skirting the issues. Such a man makes an excellent politician, but is almost impossible to trust. Well, sir, it seems you are now in the possession of something that we would like.
And what might that be?
Come now, sir. There's no need to play coy. We know you were the last person Mundy saw, and we know you have the coin from Sorter. Frankly, sir, we know you have the golden sword, and we wish to make an offer for it.
The golden sword.
What if I told you it wasn't for sale?
Don't be tedious, Mr. Luton. We obviously know that you are in the employ of Carlotta. Hence we know that you have a price. Whatever she is offering you, we can safely offer double. And unlike Carlotta, I am a troll of my word.
What if she's offering me something that you can't match?
You don't strike me as a man who would fall for Carlotta's moves, sir. You struck me as a man with better judgment than that. Are you loyal to Carlotta?
I am loyal to one person and one person alone. Me.
That's wonderful. I do like a man who isn't afraid to tell you that he is looking after himself.
We're all looking after ourselves.
Indeed, sir. Indeed. And I don't trust a man who says he's not.
Trust seems very important to you, Horst.
Indeed. Without trust, we are no better than barbarians. It is the capacity for trust that sets the humans, trolls, dwarfs, and such above the lesser animals.
That and our capacity for cruelty.
What a dark outlook you have, sir. Are you a pessimist?
Pessimism is a term used by optimists to attempt to discredit those who see the world as it really is.
You are a man of the world, sir. I like that about you.
Tell me about the golden sword, Horst.
Carlotta didn't tell you what it was?
She missed that part.
Horst seemed to think I knew things that I didn't, and that could give me the advantage. I decided it was time for a good bluff. She told me, but I took it for granted she was lying.
A not injudicious thing to do.
Let's cut to the chase. How much will you pay me for the sword?
Suffice it to say, I will pay you its value.
That doesn't give me much to go on.
You will appreciate, sir, that a golden sword like that is a difficult artifact to sell. Indeed, you would draw a lot of attention were you to attempt to do so. I will offer you what the sword is worth, and that, I can assure you, is more than Carlotta is offering you.
I could use a figure.
I don't like to commit myself to fixed fees. Those who set exact price tags leave themselves no room to negotiate when the circumstances change. Rest assured that it will exceed $10,000 at the least.
10,000, eh?
I'm guessing it's a lot.
I'll think about it.
Let's talk about something else as well.
Does the word Azil mean anything to you?
Come, sir. Let us not stray from the matters in hand.
I want to stray a little bit.
What do you know about the circumstances of Mundy's murder?
A strange question, sir. But you have your reasons, I'm sure. I must say I was impressed. Disguising the murder as a counterweight killing was clever, but knocking yourself out after the murder was a masterstroke. A gamble, certainly, but the greater the risk, the greater the reward.
Yeah, but I didn't do it.
What exactly is your connection with Carlotta?
She didn't mention me to you? I'm not surprised. Carlotta is a model for deception. Never tell the truth when a lie will do. As for her connection with me, she and I are associates.
That doesn't tell me much.
Alas, sir, you are right. But what it tells accurately. And that should make up for the deficit of information conveyed.
Does Al-Khali work for you?
Mr. Al-Khali and I have a complicated working relationship. He and I have been associates for some time.
So Carlotta's an associate, and Al-Khali's an associate. You still haven't told me what you mean by associate, though.
Let's just say that the three of us share a common goal.
What common goal?
Well, it's been nice talking to you, Horst, but I have other things to do.
I trust you will keep in touch, sir.
Oh, yeah.
I look forward to hearing your decision.
Oh, yeah.
You're letting him go?
Come now, Mr. Al-Khali. Mr. Luton is our friend and associate.
So now I'm an associate.
He is free to come and go as he pleases.
For now, at least.
I'll let you know what I decide, Horst.
But of course, goodbye, Mr. Luton. For now.
I was starting to piece together what was going on. Whatever this sword was, it was clear that Mundy brought it into town with him on the Milka. I guess he was the courier. For who, wasn't clear.
Although, it was worth his life.
He must have hidden it in one of the crates on the Milka, and then broken into the warehouse to recover it. Only the watchman stopped him before he could retrieve it.
That means it's still there?
None of which told me where the sword was. Or even what the sword was. One thing was clear. I needed to talk to Carlotta.
Yeah. Horst's quarters. Huh. Oh, Carlotta, are you still gambling away? Yes, she's still here, of course.
Still here?
Here's as good as anywhere.
Well, I met one of your associates. Miscellaneous. Golden sword. More contacts and suspects. Jasper Horst. How about you tell me a little about him?
Have you heard of a troll by the name of Jasper Horst?
Yes, I've heard of him.
What do you know?
I know that I've heard of him,
Only heard of him?
but that's all.
He said you were associates or something.
That wasn't very helpful.
You're tough, Luton. You'll survive.
I want to talk to you about something important.
Really? I can't wait.
Not here. It's too public.
Your place or mine.
Yours is probably safer.
Let's go.
We barely spoke at all on the way over, and there was a certain tension between us. God's help me, I liked it.
Well, we're alone. What did you want to talk to me about?
You've got a lot of smooth moves, Carlotta. You've managed to string me along like a kitten.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about you lying to me, sister. I'm talking about the way you used me to track down Mundy, and how you are planning to cut me out of the action when I found him.
You're paranoid, Luton.
Oh, I know I'm paranoid. But just because I'm paranoid doesn't mean you're not a lying, thieving lowlife. Tell me about the golden sword.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, you do.
Oh, I think you do. And so does Jasper Horst.
You spoke to Horst?
I may have.
Yes,
I may have been taken hostage there.
I spoke to Horst, and he seemed to think that I had possession of the sword. Apparently Mundy had it, only he died before he could deliver it.
Funny.
Horst thinks I killed him and took the sword.
I didn't want you to get involved, Luton. It was too dangerous.
Ah, don't pull the hysterical woman act on me, Carlotta. It won't work.
All right. You got me. I used you. Everybody uses everyone, Luton. It's the way of things. Friendships are just what happens when you've used someone for so long it becomes habitual.
You're a bitter little lady.
It's a bitter little world. What now?
You tell me everything.
Why?
Because you need me.
I don't need anyone.
You'd like to think so, wouldn't you? But even you aren't totally independent, Carlotta. You need the Count's money, for one. One word from me and I could get you cut off.
He wouldn't dare.
He may dare.
He's too bound by tradition.
Perhaps. But can you really afford to take that chance?
What's the deal, Luton?
Straight cut. I'll help you recover the sword. We split the profit.
You think you can trust me enough for that to work?
No. But this isn't about trust. It's about money. You don't trust me any more than you trust Horst. But I figure you'd work with him if it got you the money.
You're smart, Luton. But you've got one thing wrong.
What's that?
I trust you more than I trust Horst.
Oh, I'm touched. But I reckon you'd trust a rattlesnake before you'd trust Horst.
You're a good judge of character.
Hang around with scum long enough and you learn to tell the different types of scum apart. Horst is the treacherous kind.
What about me?
You're just a woman, Carlotta.
Whoa.
And that's not a compliment.
Why do you hate women so much?
Why can't you see it, Carlotta?
I hate everyone and everything.
He's just so hard-boiled.
No one gets special treatment. Now tell me the real story between you and Mundy.
Mundy wasn't my lover. He was my contact. He was supposed to be bringing the artifact in from Sota, but something went wrong on the way. I don't know what it was, but Mundy never made his rendezvous. I went with Reagan to the wharf to meet him, but he wasn't there.
Who's Reagan?
Tut tut. We have been lax in our investigating.
Just tell me who he is, Carlotta.
Henning's friend, if that's a meaningful word when it comes to the old relic. You should talk to him about Reagan, not me.
Do you know where Reagan is now?
No. He dropped me at the Temple of Small Gods, and that's the last I saw of him.
Did he know what was going on?
Reagan? Ha! No, I never told him anything. Everything I told him would have gone straight to the Count.
Anything else you haven't told me?
I'm sure there's plenty of things I haven't told you. The girl's got to have some secrets.
You're trouble, Carlotta.
You're delicious-looking trouble.
Admit it, Luton. You like trouble.
I think he does.
What if I do?
I know what's going on inside of you, Luton. You're just like any other man, only a little more so.
When she kissed me, fire burned in my veins and I felt alive. Have you ever kissed someone who you didn't know whether to love or to hate? Well, other than your parents. Not that I'm prying into your private life, just trying to get my point across. Something changed in me at that point, and I knew I'd never be the same again.
I guess we have a deal then.
I guess we do. I never saw that kiss coming. I wouldn't have seen it a mile away, just cut to kiss.
With my brains and your looks, we could go places.
What about with my brains and your looks?
We could still go places. They just wouldn't be as nice.
Oh, brutal, Luton. I mean, I love you. You're awesome. We could use your brains, but we just wouldn't be going to nice places, and it would be terribly slow. Nice burns.
So, now we're working together, is there anything you'd like to tell me?
What like?
Anything you've kept back from me? Any lies you'd like to confess to, and secrets you're still hiding?
Like, or when am I gonna get paid? Or if ever?
A girl's got to have some secrets, Luton.
Please pay me.
Can you tell me anything?
I've told you all I know.
Have you heard of the counterweight killings?
No.
Mundy's murder looks like a counterweight killing.
Oh, I'm thrilled.
I'm thrilled.
Tell me about Horst.
What's to tell? He's a treasure hunter, as ruthless as they come. He'd sell his own mother to get what he wanted. Rumor has it that he pushed his father off the mountain when he was just a pebble.
Have you had any dealings with him in the past?
Occasionally. Horst is the kind of troll you try not to work with unless you really have to.
So, don't sell the sword to him. The sword that I don't have.
You must have known something about the Milka's cargo.
Yes, I had a crate amongst the cargo. It wasn't carrying anything important. It was just for Mundy to hide the sword in if it became necessary.
But the sword wasn't in the crate.
No. The last I saw of the crate, Reagan had it. I don't know where it is now.
Do you have anything that might help me find it?
I have a shipping order. You can have it if it's useful to you.
It could be. Any lead is a good one at the moment.
Da-da-da-do. A shipping order. Great. Thanks, Carlotta. A little kiss goodbye? Come on.
Now that there are no secrets between us, do you know what this is?
I've no idea. Some sort of coin?
You know what? I think you cracked it.
There didn't seem much point. How did you get the shipping order?
Mundy sent it to me by a courier. You look disappointed.
I guess I was hoping for something more interesting.
And not something so illegal. All right. Well, take care. I'm gonna look into it.
I'll see you around, Carlotta.
See you around, Trouble.
I hope so.